Hey everybody, I'm Lex and welcome back to Words of This Life. In today's video, I'm going to take you on a tour of the house and of the area around the house and talk about some of the different things that we want to do with the land and with the house itself. And then we'll be able to look back as we're working on all of these things and see what it was like before and after. So if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. If this video interests you and you want to follow along with us on our journey of downsizing our family of 6 into a 550 square foot trailer, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the adventure. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back and for following along on this journey with us. All right, let's get into the tour. Here's outside. The kids have got some hammocks set up out here and some chairs. They built a little campfire area. This is the back of the house. There's a carport. So when we first came out here, there was a bunch of stuff inside of the house. So we spent the first day out here just getting rid of all of those things. And it's okay, what? Here's the kitchen, living room. We brought some kids' books and a couple of our own things over here. This is going to be the kids' room. The 3 big kids will be sharing this room for now. The baby's still in with us. And we will have 3 nugget couches that they will actually be sleeping on at night. And we decided to go with nugget couches because, well, we already had 2 of them. But if they fold them up during the day, save some space, and then also somebody could come and sleep out in the living room if they wanted to, kind of move their bed around if they need some space from each other, which we're assuming that they will at certain points. So here's the kitchen. I am planning on painting these cabinets like a graphite gray, and I think that that'll look really good with the colors that are in the tile backsplash here. There's a lot of grays in the grout and then in some of the stone. So I think that'll look good. Yeah. Holding the fussy baby. Okay, so this is the kids' bathroom. There's a lot of storage, which is awesome. There's storage up here, storage down here, and then a whole bunch of storage behind the sink as well, or under the sink rather. There's the back door. There's the door into the master. And on the back of the master, I hung this little organizer thing. It's like an over-the-door pantry because there is no pantry and there are a lot of kitchen cabinets, so I think we'll have some space in there too, but just in case. My husband wanted me to leave these up here. I told him that I didn't want them up there, but he asked if that would be the one thing that we could leave, and I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I can paint them and I don't know, make them look a little better. Here's our closet. We have started bringing some stuff over here to start getting some things organized. And here's the master bathroom. Really, really cool. Big tub overlooking the outside here. I hope there's a way to get that window clean, but I feel like what I'm seeing is inside. It's a double pane thing, so I feel like the stuff is inside of the window, but maybe I can get a little more clean than that, because that would be nice. That view out there is really pretty. We've got cabinets, lots of storage down here, and then a walk-in shower over there. And that's it for the house. We do have a little storage shed area, and then out front, that is the laundry room. So great that we have a laundry room. Not looking forward to having to come out here when it's 7 degrees or 17 degrees or whatever, but there's a laundry room there. So that's awesome. These are the chairs that I made when we lived at our other house, when we moved into our other house. So we got those out here. And yeah, let's take a look at some of the land and talk about some of the plans that we have for that. So initially we were thinking that this area out here would be great for the chicken coop and run, and then for them to just kind of range around this area. But that is right by the master bedroom window, and our rooster is just super loud. And actually now we have 3 roosters. Only one of them is really loud, but I'm anticipating that we'll eventually have some more and that they'll get louder. So I think instead of putting it over there, we are going to put it in this area right here. Shade for the chickens still, but then we can do a big run. And at this point, I think I'm planning to have my garden set up over here in this long stretch there. I thought maybe that we could put it down there, but that's really hilly. And I don't know that I want to have to fight that when I'm digging and planting and watering and that sort of thing. So I think over here, this is a good long stretch. And then what's really cool is that there are some taps that are attached to the well water. And there's a few of these that go down right here. So like this one down here, we can use for the chickens. This one over here, we can use for working to irrigate the garden. And then there's a couple more down this way. And then over here, straight ahead, we have a pen that is going to be great for goats. And we did used to have goats, but we don't have them anymore. But we do want to get them again, especially because there's some areas that we'd love to have cleared out, just so that it's a little bit safer, especially during snake season. Just clear out some of the brush. So here's the pen. It's really perfect already. And then, hang on, I gotta walk across this cattle guard here. Okay. Inside of this pen, there is a watering trough that's hooked up to the well water. It's got a float valve in it. It's automatic. So that's really cool. And then all of this down there to the road, we'd probably let the goats out on that. Just to clear it out some. It's kind of chilly today, and the house, the heat is on propane in the house, and we haven't gotten the tank filled yet, so it's even colder inside of the house than it is out here. But it's just beautiful, truly. It's just, I'm amazed that we get to live out here. A really awesome opportunity. And then this area that's over behind where the hammocks are, this cleared out area that's got the stones all around it. This is where we hope to eventually build, and I have no idea what the timeline would be on that at all. It's just going to depend on a lot of things over the next year or two, I would say. I'm not sure, but the guy who sold this land and he didn't live in the house. He used it as a hunting cabin, but he was originally going to build here. And so he's already got the stones up all around it, which is great, especially for like fire hazard, that sort of thing. And then this area back here is really cool. It goes down this path, goes all the way. We'd unleash the goats out here too and just let them go to town on this. Gotta love goats, man. They'll tear stuff up that you don't want torn up, but they will also clear what you need them to clear. So that's great. But this little path goes around and back to the house. Oh, sorry, I'm navigating through some bull nettles and things back here. Let's see if I can get through here unscathed. Yep, comes back up here, and then, or if you keep going down this way, really cool hill right here. I would love, again, to get this all cleared out and possibly do some garden stuff back here, or at least turn it into like a wildflower field. That would be really, really cool. But if it's cleared out enough, then it does go all the way down here and then wraps down to the I guess like the lower part of the hill that we're on. So I'll walk over there and show that to you. Yeah, again, this is where we were originally going to put the chickens, but I think maybe we'll put a tree house in here. Something like that, maybe some chairs and string lights, just a cool place to hang out. Although honestly, there's like 12 different places that we could pick here to do that. So that's a blessing. I also want to put in a zip line. Here's a little bit closer up of where I imagine at least that the chicken coop will be. That's what our plan is at this point, at least. We've got just beautiful views here going down this hill. These are fruit trees, which I don't know if they're dead or if it's just fall. Although when we came out here over the summer, they weren't looking very hot. So, okay. So then back there is the area that if we got all of that cleared out, that goes up and goes into that stone path walkway that circles around and then leads back to the flat area where we hope to be able to build at some point. So yeah, that's most of it. There's definitely some other areas behind the fenced area where the house is. There's a big shed down a trail, like a big barn thing. It'll be great for building stuff and yeah, like a workshop kind of thing back there down one of the trails out that way. But that's the gist of it. So that's the before, and as we're working on it, I'm going to share the things that we're doing. Oh, one other thing to share. He was out here fixing this light, this floodlight, and there's bats living in there. The kids have named them Luna and Lucas. I don't know if you can see those big brown spots up there, but there's little bats curled up in there. So we are gonna get a bat house for them and put it on this same pole, and then maybe they'll attract more bats, which would be really cool. So we like bats around here. I am a little worried about snakes. I know it's not the season for that right now, really, but hopefully by the time it's snake season, we'll be settled in here, and I'll be a little less scared of what we might find out here. So that's it. Excited to update everybody as we go along on this super exciting journey.